I'm Mrs. Patience Ezema. I'm 39. I'm from Enugu State, Isuzu local government, Neke. I do business.
Are you married?
Yes, ma'am.
How many children do you have?
One.
Okay, what brought you to Alliance Hospital?
I came for my total knee replacement.
Could you tell us how it started and where you have gone for treatment before?
I've gone to various hospitals. At first I started in Use General Hospital. I went to National Orthopedic Hospital in Enugu, MEV Hospital in Abuja here, National Hospital in Abuja here, Zanklin, and other hospitals that I cannot remember the name.
Okay, could you tell us how the whole thing started?
It started just like a minor pain, thinking that it's just something I would take pain relief today it will go. But here I am. On 2nd of February last year, I was hearing a program in Brekete Family. So I called in. I told Ahmed Issa that I have some widows. I have a widow in my area and she have children. So I want them to participate in the scholarship. And he said, okay. So he asked me to come with them the following day, not knowing that Dr. Tabo would be in the studio that day. So I went with the children. In the process, when they asked me to bring the children and come to the front, so I'm about to stand up when he saw me with the clutches. It was kind of, that I should sit down, no need for me to come out. So that is why the process started. He asked me what the problem is. I told him that I've been to some hospitals, no response. So that is how he said, okay, that the Brekete family will see what to do. So in that process, Dr. Tabo get to hear the conversation. He said, okay, that for my goodwill, that I'm not feeling fine and still yet I came for other people's problem, that he's going to take the course and he's going to treat me. So that is how I get to Alliance.
We are aware that you're going to undergo a total knee replacement surgery. How much were you charged for the operation?
I was not charged anything.
No amount?
No, ma'am.
Have you been asked to make any payments before?
I have not been.
Okay, how did you meet the medical director of Alliance Hospital?
I met him in a program that Brekete Family.
Okay, how would you describe the kind of person Dr. Tabo is?
I don't know. Words cannot describe the kind of man he is. He's an easygoing person, lovely and gentle in speech, and he's a man of the people. He's one of a kind. That's what I can say.
What is the expectation from this operation?
My expectation is that I want God to make this operation to be a success, so that at the end of it, I'll come out and share my testimony to the world and tell the world what Alliance Hospital has done to my life.
This morning we're in theater to undertake a big surgery for our patients, Eze patients. It's been a long time coming, and she's a very patient person because we had to put her on drugs, medications for 1 year because of the tuberculosis. We needed to clear all the bacteria from her system before she would be fit for the surgery we're about to do today. So this morning she's undergoing a total knee replacement operation. This is as big as any surgery can get. We're replacing the entire knee joint, and we are giving her an artificial knee. This is one of the best surgeries that a patient can ever have. If you have had arthritis of the knee, you understand how painful it can be. I mean, some patients cannot even take 2 steps without feeling excruciating pain, especially the elderly. But in this instance, patient is a young lady, but she has a diseased knee because of the infection. So the knee failed. So we didn't have a choice but to give her a total knee replacement. And it involves removing the surface of the knee along with its adjoining bone, the surface of the knee joints, and replacing it with prosthetic components. It's a very expensive procedure. In the United States of America, total knee replacement surgery is about $40,000, and that's about 70 million naira today. And in India, that's where you can find it very cheap, probably about $10,000. But by the time you add cost of transportation for both herself and her caregiver, you definitely have gone up over 20 million naira for this procedure. But normally, our knee replacement surgery here, as at today, it's about 4 million naira. But the interesting thing about Eze patient's surgery today is that we are doing it free of charge. At one time, I was at the Human Rights Radio and television, and she happened to be in the program at that particular day that I came, and I happened to have heard about her case. I was touched, and I made a commitment that I was going to take care of her bills and I would treat her free of charge. And since that time, she's been with us as patients. I diagnosed her to have tuberculosis of the knees, and as God will have it, the treatment was sufficient for one of the knees, but the second knee had been badly damaged by the tuberculosis, such that she actually required a total knee replacement for that knee, and that's what we are doing today. So patients is in high spirits, and the team is ready, and everything that is required for the surgery is on ground. So we're just about to go in now and do what we know how to do best. On the average, we do about 40 of these surgeries in a year in this hospital. It's very common, and it is very rewarding. I will see you after the surgery. Oh, wow. So, Madam Patient's surgery went very well as usual. And it lasted approximately 2 hours, 30 minutes. And she's got a brand new knee now. And I say congratulations to her. So, the process involves taking out the diseased knee through some careful cutting and measurement and replacing it with an artificial knee. These are some of the prototypes, the models that we put first to ensure that it's fitting well and to determine the size before we take this out and put the actual prosthetic knee. Her knee will last her for approximately 20 to 25 years. And after that, it's most likely going to undergo loosening and she may need to come for what we call revision total knee replacement. Like I said earlier, knee replacement is a very rewarding surgery. It takes away the pain, it takes away the deformity, and it takes away the stiffness. So she's practically getting her life back. We didn't have to transfuse her with blood this time because we use what we call the tourniquet. The tourniquet is a device that is used to stop blood from getting to the operation field. So the blood loss was quite minimal. Nevertheless, we are still going to check her blood level after the surgery to know whether she requires blood transfusion or not. From now, she's going to the ward. We're going to control her pain and we would care for the wound to ensure that there is no post-operative wound infection. Wound infection is one of the biggest challenges of joint replacement surgery. So we ensure that everything that is done is clean and is aseptic to ensure that there's no infection. After that, once we have controlled the pain for a day or two, she would commence physiotherapy. The physiotherapist will come in to help her to stand and take a few steps. And after about 5 days or thereabout, she will be discharged home. And it's going to be a very glorious moment for her and her family.